Well, happy Saturday morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report, man. Without you guys, man, this don't work without you guys. I'm actually down here in Waynesboro, Virginia, getting ready to do some work. I've got to put down about 250 feet of flooring today, and then tomorrow morning drive back home and get ready for game day. So, you got to do what you got to do. Poor people, as they say, have to work. I'm going to pose a question here. I know it's going to piss off a lot of Eagle fans. I'm sure that Philly 500 is going to tell me that I'm an idiot, and I'm sure Lord Brunson will be talking about me as well as, everybody. But that's okay. Eagles Nation, have at it. But as both of our teams sit at 3-3, we are both at a crossroads, but I dare say that, believe it or not, I think our Cowboys may be in better shape. And this is what doesn't make sense to me. I know we've lost 3 games in a row, and that's bad. The Eagles have lost 3 games as well. The winner of this game has an opportunity to go ahead and feel good about themselves and start trying to get some momentum. The loser is going to have more and more questions. We already know we have questions about coaching and so on, and whether or not we're going to fire the coach. But the one thing that we don't have in Dallas is we are not getting the stuff that's coming out of Philadelphia. And by that I mean, here's what's crazy. Zach Brown, linebacker, I know was getting close to maybe being benched. He's not playing great or anything, but said Kirk Cousins basically is the weakest link on the Minnesota Vikings, right? They immediately released him on Monday after Kirk Cousins had, a career game. I don't know that you can lay all that on Zach Brown because the cornerbacks are garbage and you've had so many injuries on there. But he became the scapegoat. He is the guy that Jimmy Johnson would go ahead and, kick out of the Cowboys to send a message. And that, to me, was the Eagles sending a message, because the fact that you get rid of him, knowing that Nigel Bradham, one of your other starting linebackers, is going to be out, is kind of like, wait a minute, can you afford to lose another linebacker when you've already lost that one? And let's be honest, who hasn't said that Kirk Cousins is the weakest link on the Minnesota Vikings? The talking heads were basically talking about him being cut at the end of the season and Minnesota just paying him to go away because his play had been so poor. And if cutting people because they spoke about other players was an issue, then half the team probably would be cut, because Lord knows the Eagles usually talking about our Cowboys. And in fact, here it is on Monday. If the Eagles lose, Doug Peterson, are you going to go ahead and fire yourself? Because you guaranteed a win. And is this a sense of urgency by the Eagles? Are they looking at this saying that we've got a 12-gauge shotgun pointed to our head in the next couple of weeks? Because after you play us, I believe you got the Bears, you've got Seattle in there, you got Buffalo, you've got New England. That's hell. And if you guys come through that at 500 or better, I'll give you a thumbs up. I will be the first one to say that you guys are a great team that's battle tested, because that's a hell of a gauntlet. Talking about Cowboys, division rival, both of us in the same position, okay? We're both beat up. And then to play the Bears, that defense, and that Bears defense, Khalil Mack's going to be coming. You got Jason Peters hurt right now. You don't know how long he's going to be there. Out. And if you don't have Jason Peters, you got Khalil Mack coming in with a rookie. Yeah, that's some scary stuff. Buffalo, they got a great defense. They held Tom Brady to 9 points. Seattle's always tough. Russell Wilson. And who am I missing? New England. So this game is not the season, so to speak. But if you're the Eagles, It could very well be. And is it, and here's the other part of this equation. So we have that person who was let go because he's deemed a bad person in the locker room, a cancer, or he spoke when he shouldn't have. Then you get somebody, anonymous sources, and some of you guys say that it didn't really happen, that was made up, but where there's smoke, there's fire, that they're dissatisfied with what Carson Wentz is doing, going to Zach Ertz too much, not checking the ball down, not distributing the ball and things, So now you've got that thing. At least with the Cowboys, we've lost 3 in a row. We don't have anybody pointing fingers at somebody else saying he's not doing it. I'm doing mine. He's not doing. What I at least see is the players taking ownership, saying, I got to do better. Players trying to get back on the field, as quick as possible. And at least that's something positive. Like I said, being 3-3 and having this 3-game losing streak is not something place you want to be. You don't. But things like this happen. We've seen New York Giants teams that barely make the playoffs and get a wild card go all the way and win the Super Bowl. It's a matter of being hot at the right time and winning enough games to get to the show. We looked like hot garbage last year, 3-5. And maybe this is just the new Dallas Cowboys. We don't play well in the first half of games. We don't play well in the first half of a season, but we turn it on in the second half. I don't know. But all I know is I'm glad I don't have Philadelphia's problems right now. And the fact that we are actually getting healthier, and they are still, I don't know what's going on with Deshaun Jackson and that Adonamo strain. It's been 6 weeks, Eagles. Tell me, how long has he been hurt? That, not that we're in great shape, but at least we're getting some people back. Dare I say, whoever loses this game, you're going to be taking a long look at themselves. A long look. And it may get ugly before it gets better. All right. Hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to try and get my work done so I can relax and get ready for tomorrow. I'm Mark Holmes, and boy, it's actually really beautiful out here in the mountains. If I get done in time, I'm going to take some pictures up on the mountains. The leaves are beginning to turn. I'll see you guys soon.